Lo mein. It literally means tossed noodles in Cantonese. American Chinese restaurants turned it into a soft, saucy noodle staple. Today, we'll toss it ourselves. Press start to continue cooking.
Here are the ingredients we're going to be using for our pork lo mein pork. So this is the marinade we're going to be making. We have some hoisin sauce, our pork shoulder. You could also use country-style pork ribs, boneless pork ribs, cut to about 1/8 of an inch thick. We have some oyster sauce here, light soy sauce. You could use shoyu as well, but this is Chinese light soy sauce. And I have some liquid smoke and sesame oil. We're going to be adding some napa cabbage, shiitake mushrooms, scallions, ginger, garlic, chicken broth, some Chinese egg noodles, and Sautéing wine. Okay, here we go. 3 tablespoons of the light soy sauce, or just regular soy sauce. It's not gonna make too much of a difference here. We're gonna do 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce, 1 tablespoon of sesame oil, and 2 tablespoons of the hoisin sauce. We're gonna mix our 3 tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce, 2 tablespoons of hoisin sauce, and 1 tablespoon of toasted sesame oil. We're gonna mix it all together. And then we're gonna divide this. So we are going to take 3 tablespoons of this mixture out, now that it's mixed up. 3 tablespoons of this mixture are going to go into this bag. Also going into this bag will be a 1/4 teaspoon of liquid smoke. Do not use more than a 1/4 teaspoon of liquid smoke. This stuff is very, very, very potent. So what we're doing is we are massaging the marinade into our pork. Make sure everything gets covered with the sauce. Looks good. We'll just toss that in the fridge for a while. And we're gonna take this sauce and we're going to set the rest of it aside for later. So we're going to just boil some water here so we can make the noodles. I'm going to stem these shiitake mushrooms. I'm just gonna slice up these mushroom caps. Okay, so we have our mushrooms here. We're gonna grate both the ginger and the garlic to have it very evenly distributed. So I'm gonna use about half this package of the egg noodles. So I'm gonna chuck half of these into this boiling water. So it's about 8 ounces or 225 or so grams. And these are not going to take long to cook. These will take 3 minutes. 3 minutes are up. Look at that. Wow. And we're going to take this over and put it in our colander. So we have these noodles now. I've rinsed them in cold water so they stop cooking. So here's our napa cabbage. We'll be slicing this, I don't know, into 1/2-inch strips or so. Okay, high heat. Gonna be a tablespoon or so of oil into the wok. And first up goes in our marinated pork. Single layer of pork onto the wok. So we're gonna brown this for about a minute. Then we're gonna stir fry and we're actually gonna deglaze with the Sautéing wine. A couple tablespoons of that. Okay, as you can see, we got some browning now. You don't need to constantly stir this. You can kind of just let it cook through and develop some of the browning. Okay, after a couple of minutes, I'm gonna deglaze with 2 tablespoons of Sautéing wine. And we're gonna let that alcohol evaporate and pick up all the good bits on the bottom. And we're gonna let this reduce just a little bit, maybe like a minute. Okay, that looks good. We put this into a bowl on the side. I'm just gonna wipe the moisture out of the wok. So we want the wok to be dry to fry our mushrooms in the next step. Okay, tablespoon of oil. Swirl it around. Now we're gonna put the mushrooms in. It's gonna take a few minutes. We wanna get these mushrooms kind of like a golden brown color. Might need a little bit of extra oil on top here. The mushrooms absorb a good amount of the oil. As you can see, they're starting to turn a little bit gold here. We're adding a bunch of scallions now, the scallions that we cut up. Go ahead and just cook those down. They won't need long. They cook very quickly. Tablespoon of oil. Swirl it around. Add your cabbage. And you want this to be a little bit kind of like charred. So this process might take 3 minutes or more. Yeah, it's getting kind of good. Okay, I'm gonna add our garlic and ginger with a tiny 1/2 teaspoon or so of oil in it. I'm gonna pop that on top right now, let it smoke for just a little bit, and then we'll start incorporating that paste. You really don't want to overcook the paste. I need everything back in now, so put everything, your pork, your mushrooms, everything goes back in. Incorporate it with the cabbage and the garlic and the ginger. Take your sauce. Here it is, around the edge. Give it a nice stir. Cook it for a minute or so. Okay, I'm turning off the heat and I'm putting the noodles in. They're a little clumpy, so hopefully they declump a little bit as I stir them. I'm going to add a cheeky tablespoon of sriracha.
Oh my gosh, so cheeky.
We don't need to cook the noodles more because obviously we already cooked them, so don't want to overcook them. So here we go. Here is our pork lo mein. So we have our pork lo mein here. The pork is supposed to taste like char siu, like kind of a hacked version with the liquid smoke. Noodles are delicious. You get that sweetness, but you also get the smoke from the pork and the cabbage, which is a little bit charred. And the nice shiitake mushrooms, wonderful.